Welcome. Let's understand the eccentricity of an ellipse. Eccentricity, it's a value that we can use to characterize the different conic sections that we have. But when it comes to ellipses, the eccentricity is always a value between 0 and 1. And we can represent this using an inequality. Let's use the letter of E to represent eccentricity. And what we are saying is that this value, it will always be greater than 0 and it will always be less than 1. It is bounded between those two values. And we have to be careful with these restrictions because the eccentricity of a value of 0, that is how we characterize a circle. And if the eccentricity it is equivalent to 1, that is how we characterize a parabola. But if we choose any value between them two, that's how we characterize an ellipse. But why is this value between 0 and 1? It's because of how we find eccentricity in an ellipse. Eccentricity in an ellipse, it is defined as c divided by a. And remember that c, it is the distance from the center to a foci point, and a, it is the distance from the center to one of the points of the major axis. Well, let's visualize that. Let's consider this ellipse on the upper right-hand side. In purple, let me just label 2 points that will represent the end of the major axis. And let's say that this ellipse has a center right at the origin at 0, 0, and the foci are always inside the ellipse in the major axis. So let me choose 2 points that will be equidistant to the center. Let's say about here, and let's say about here. So let's just label F to represent the foci. Now, when we take a look at their location, we can start making sense as to why this restriction will always be true. The distance that we have from the center to the major axis, which is represented as A, it is always going to be greater than the distance that we have, which is the numerator. So within this rational, we will always have the denominator to be greater than the numerator. And when we always have this case, we are always going to be bounded between 0 and 1 as a value. But now that we understand why we are always bounded between 0 and 1, now let's see what happens as our eccentricity gets closer to 1. How does that change the shape of our ellipse? And the other way around, how does the shape of the ellipse change as we start getting closer to 0? Well, let's take a look at the ellipses that we're going to draw in the bottom. So right in the middle, let's say that this is an ellipse that is represented with an eccentricity of 0.5. Let's say that this is the same ellipse as we use as an example above, where the focus is right in the middle from the center to the major axis. Well, if our eccentricity, it starts to get closer to the value of 1, that means that our foci is actually start to get closer to the major axis. And when that happens, our ellipse is going to get more flat. And if we have foci that are almost at the end of the major axis, that is going to create an ellipse that is even more flat. Well, why does this scenario give us an eccentricity so close to 1? Well, as we were making the foci be closer to the end of the major axis, the distance from the center to the end of the major axis, it was almost identical as the distance from the center to the foci. And when we take a look at the definition of the eccentricity, we were having a ratio where the numerator was almost the same as the denominator, and anything divided by itself, it is equivalent to 1. But what if we go on the other direction? What would happen to the shape of an ellipse if the eccentricity is getting closer to the value of 0? So let's start from the middle. Let's consider this scenario where the eccentricity is 0.5. And as we get closer to 0, the foci points are starting to be closer to the center of our ellipse. And that's going to create an ellipse that's actually more round. And as the foci points are getting pretty much right at the center of our ellipse, we're going to end up with an ellipse that's almost identical as a circle. But why is it that this produces an eccentricity close to a value of 0? Because of the behavior of the numerator. C represents the distance from the center to the foci. Well, as the foci are getting closer to the center, that distance is getting close to 0. Then we pretty much has a numerator almost close to a value of 0. And 0 divided by anything is essentially 0, so we will always end up a ratio with a value of 0. So as the eccentricity gets close to 1, our ellipse is getting flatter. And as the eccentricity it is close to 0, we pretty much end up with a very round ellipse that is starting to look like a circle.
Hello. If you would like to continue learning about mathematics, you can check out the videos on the left.